Outrage outside CPD headquarters, Reginald Clay Jr.'s loved ones pleading for justice.
We wouldn't even be talking about what happened in that alley. They never bothered him in the first place. Let's go to the root of where it started.
The officer seen here getting out of his patrol car, and just 3 seconds later,
let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT Time. PGT Time. Tune in on PGT Time. PGT Time. Come join us on PGT Time. PGT Time. Join us on PGT Time. PGT Time. Yeah.
But I didn't get married just because he was fun. I got married because we make hell nervous. I got married because I got a vision for what we could do in the earth. I got married because I believe me and him are unstoppable. So you need a rider. Let me get gangster with it for a minute. You need to marry a rider. You need to marry somebody who will go down into hell with you and take back everything the devil stole from you. I got a vision for my marriage. I got a generational curse to break. I got the statistics to prove wrong. I'm not doing what's always been done.
I had dreams of being rich, dreams of being famous. Get up out the crib, tell my mama that I made it. I just wanna ride up in the Benz with a fine bitch, knowing that she's sticking by my side like a glue stick. I've been thinking about my life at night, looking up to the ceiling, to the sky, hoping that God can extend my time. It's a long road, I can't see the finish line. I'm in first gear, so I gotta go. Don't wanna stall, so I let off slow. Tryna find my heart, tryna find my home. Everyone around, but I feel alone. It's so hot outside, but I still feel cold. You had to rope it, and you had to let me go. Can't see my pain, but you can feel it in my soul. Playing these notes, hoping it resonate my soul. Yeah. I got voices in my head like I was Randy Orton. I can't stop hearing these words, they screaming out loud. Pour up a cup and drink away so I could drown it out. I feel it all up in my soul. It's a long road and I'm breaking down. Feel like there's shackles on my ankle. I can't move around, they keep weighing me down. I was fucking different people just to feel something. I was trying to feel the vibe and find some real love. I just kept wasting my time cause I ain't find none. Energy gone, don't feel it like I'm in first gear, so I gotta go. Don't wanna stall, so I let off slow. Tryna find my heart, tryna find my home. Everyone around, but I feel alone. It's so hot outside, but I still feel cold. You had to rope it, and you had to let me go. Can't see my pain, but you can feel it in my soul. Playing these notes, hoping it resonate my soul. Yeah. I got the sign on me, but I'm feeling alone. Everybody wanna try me, but nobody buy. They push me right to the side and pick the thing behind me. I typed it up in Google, but I can't find it. Looking for the answers, why I got this pain in my chest. Stupid movies have me feeling like I would be the best. Disney movies had you feeling like you would have friends. I look around and I see.
Just before that brawl broke out, Nate was covering our other big news story tonight. A deadly officer-involved shooting on the West.
Baby, I don't know what's going on. But it's your girl, the missus. The missus with the kisses. I need some more light. I guess that's going to have to work, okay? And what Josette call you? Hey, Josette. She said, and Mr. Hello, the Ms. and Mr. Hey, we in the building. It's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. I'm trying to get our thing together. I just don't like I don't like my color. What is going on? I don't know what's going on, y'all. This ain't how I be looking. Oh, this needs to be turned up. Okay, I'm back. Y'all, we have a show for y'all today, tonight rather. Oh my goodness. Reginald Clay Jr. If y'all don't take nothing else from this show tonight, that's what you're gonna take tonight. Reginald Clay Jr. Now we're gonna cover some stuff before Reginald Clay Jr. I'm telling y'all do not want to miss this story, okay? So we're going to cover some of our love and relationships because that's what we're here for tonight is love and relationships. Shout out to love and relationships. Yes, so we're going to cover some of that. But love and relationships can be anything. Remember, we already discussed that. Love and relationships can be family, friends, husband and wife. What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, come on, run
Tell everybody what you're talking about.
Run it.
Go on, tell them what you're talking about.
Run it.
Do anybody know what Poolie's talking about right now? Do anybody?
No. Run
Do
it.
anybody?
Let's go.
If anybody can tell me right now what Poolie is talking about, put it in the chat right now, and you will get a cash app. You'll get a cash app right now. What is Poolie talking about? Anybody? Well, we finna get into our first clip because we don't know what Poolie's talking about. Okay? Don't you do it. Y'all saw that sneak peek? Shout out to the sneak peek, baby. Shout out to the sneak peek. All right. So let's get into our fair usage first. And then we are going to get started with our love and relationship segment. And then we're going to get into some little extra that I brought for y'all. Poolie is retarded. I need to. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to say those type of things. I'm sorry. Poolie's not retarded.
I'm not.
No, he is not. It's just these things just fly out of my mouth.
Just like they fly out of mine.
Exactly. So
But
to the people out there that have a problem with it, I'm sorry. I'm not calling my husband retarded. If you know me, all y'all retarded. Everybody's retarded. Anything stupid, dumb. It all depends on what come out of my mouth when I'm laughing. But I don't mean no harm. Okay, let's get started, baby. Let's go. Fake paternity, baby. That's what we're going into. Yeah, fake paternity.
That's normal.
But is this normal, though? I think it is. Fair usage first.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Thank you. One man's life going through some unnecessary legal drama. This after receiving a letter that he had fathered a child with a woman he had never even met. Now, vindication of sorts. It's a follow-up to a story I brought you earlier this year on his legal fight and what comes next.
She don't know me. How do you just put my name down? How do you just put anybody's name down? I don't know her, never seen her. Still to this day, haven't talked to her. And it just proved out that the baby has no ties to my name. Thankfully, the lady did bring the child in to get tested. And that's all I needed to happen.
This letter from friend of the court reads in part, Dear Mr. Smith, enclosed is a copy of the genetic test results, excluding you as the father.
Let's just set the record. I trust my husband because I know his character. Man of integrity.
I would like to say relief, but it's kind of like confirmation, really, because I already knew that I had no ties and no links to this child or this woman. And to have that letter come to my house, it was a little unnerving, but not from the standpoint of being caught up in something. It was a little unnerving that, a letter like this could come to my house having no legitimacy to it.
We first brought you the story of D'Angelo Smith in late January when he presented some wild allegations against friend of the court in Berrien County. The initial letter sent to his home stated, a woman who we are not naming alleging him to be the father of her daughter, a child between the age of 1 and 2 years old.
She's a stripper from Detroit. We had a one-night stand at some hotel that we supposed to have been and went to. And this is a story that was told to me.
While playing the waiting game for the alleged mother to bring in the baby for a DNA sample, the school where D'Angelo Smith teaches received an inquiry for possible garnishment if things did not go in his favor.
Where it made it not something that was being alleged, now it's something that's being taken into action, and there's no paternity been established.
But clearly, these test results confirm that to no longer be the case.
With that being said, strong marriage or not, clean past or not, that's a very tough letter for anyone to receive.
Absolutely.
Without any proof.
Absolutely. It is. The main things that they have to provide to the state of Michigan is a name and a birth date and where they live. That's easy information for someone to gather off of Google, off of Facebook, off of any kind of social media platform.
People who have checkered pasts, who have done things in the past, who have, stepped out and did things that was unbecoming of a real man, right? And so, but they've changed and they've cleaned up their act and they've gotten better, which all of us have the opportunity of doing and getting better.
Here we come. Here we are. So they out here faking paternity tests. They just like, you know what, you the daddy. You look like you making some bread or whatnot. So we just gonna let you be daddy. And then we gonna take all your money, do all the child support. And guess what? You ain't gonna be smart enough to go and get a paternity test done. You just gonna say, yep, I guess I'll pay. But not this man. This man said, I don't even know who she is. I ain't never been with her, I ain't never seen her, none of that. Do y'all think that's actually possible?
Yeah.
You think it's possible?
Yeah.
I mean, I believe this man. I do. I'm not saying that I don't believe him. I definitely believe him. He seemed like he was genuine.
Because you got to think about it like this. Any woman go in there and have a child, they're going to ask who the child father is. If you say who the child father is, that's what they're going to write down.
Maybe she was trying to go get food stamps and stuff.
Yeah, they're going to ask for him.
They're
going to put the little paternity stuff on him. And if he never gets a hold of it, it's going to be like, we sent you some stuff. All you had to do is sign it back. If you sign it back, you're clear. Or we're going to continue, whatever we're going to continue. But if you don't, 9 times out of 10, what's going to happen is they're going to say, since you never responded, you are.
Okay, so why do people wait till you get that final letter that said we finna garnish your wages? They done sent you about 10, 15 letters before. But you gonna wait all the way until...
Because I still don't believe it.
Okay, after the third or fourth one, you still don't believe it?
They sent them to the wrong address.
I'm talking about if you actually received it.
How many times we done got mail with our address on it?
We're talking about this man. This man actually was receiving stuff, allegedly. He was actually receiving stuff. Mm-hmm. But he waited until the whole garnishment thing. That letter came. Well, he know they ain't playing with him.
Because maybe he thought that letter was a joke. Maybe
See, that's the thing.
Maybe
you
he
can't
thought
take
it
nothing
wasn't
for a joke, men.
Yeah,
It is some trifling women out
there.
there.
You can, but you ain't supposed. You shouldn't, because anything can happen nowadays.
There's some trifling women out there. It is. Now, if any of my friends ever been through something like this, I'm not calling you trifling. I'm just calling all the other ones trifling. Call it what you want. You was supposed to put the cover on the back of the chair. Ass. Don't bend over until after when the next clip come on.
Man, you better get a great
I like that. Can't see the chair. That can't see the chair. But you know, it is some trifling women out there. But my friends, they ain't trifling. If they ever been through something like this,
yes, you are.
They ain't trifling. No, they are not.
If they ever did something like that,
okay. If they did something like that, yes, that would be considered trifling. If you knew for a fact that ain't your baby daddy, you know who he was, ain't never seen this man before a day in his life, and you just happen to choose him. But to play devil's advocate, since it's love and relationships,
okay.
What if he lied? What if he's sitting up there telling her in her face and telling us in the world a bald-faced lie? Then what? Then what? You don't have nothing to say behind it? Never mind. Let's go on to this second clip because Pooley just seemed like he finna say something crazy. Let's go to clip 2.
But a letter like this coming to that house, a man that has changed his ways, that has walked in a different direction, this letter could be absolutely devastating because of what you've done before.
We made several calls to lawmakers in Lansing who are familiar with this particular topic to get some answers.
It's very unfortunate, but paternity fraud is not a unique, unusual situation in Michigan.
Senator Jim Runstead tells me he's been pushing for new legislation on the matter during the past 8 years, saying right now there's no penalty for lying.
Senator, what was the opposition for not passing this kind of legislation?
Well, maybe it would hinder mothers who don't want to name a particular guy, or they made a mistake, but you had to knowingly name the wrong person. It becomes emotional stuff.
Respectfully, to mandate that DNA testing for the child is conducted first before a letter is sent to someone's home alleging they may be the father of a child regarding a woman whom they have never met, doesn't that seem like common sense type of legislation?
I tell you, Joshua, the common sense goes out the window. I'd be more than happy to put that bill in, and I'm telling you, it wouldn't even get a hearing in committee. I'll guarantee it wouldn't even get a hearing in committee. I ran across this before.
And the only reason I believe that this woman came in was because of Fox 2. Fox 2 provided a platform where the word got out, and this word spread it like wildfire quickly to the point where the lady came in. Now, I asked the courts, the friend of the courts, about bringing her in. They said, well, we just have to wait until she comes in. But I thank God that Fox 2 provided a platform where the lady was able to come in, but everybody does not have that opportunity for Fox 2 to show up at their doorstep to help them out.
Pay child support until goddamn she come in. If she never come in, this thing gotta pay child support.
He was gonna have to pay it. He was just gonna have to pay it no matter what.
Thank God they got this platform.
Thank God.
What?
Thank God.
What?
You know, it's women out there, they like, shoot, I want my kids to be taken care of too. I don't want to have to go to work. I don't want to have to do nothing but sit here and take care of my kids.
Michigan is terrible.
My kids. There we go. Michigan law.
Michigan is terrible.
Especially if they doing stuff like this. It's definitely terrible. What if she wouldn't have never came forth and brought that baby? What if? I mean, would this man still be paying for this?
Yeah. But the thing is...
The thing is what?
He got the Fox. They put it out.
I hope y'all listening if y'all in Michigan. I really hope you're listening.
You can't get nothing until everything is settled.
Exactly. Well, y'all, we are going to move right along to our next story. I also have something else that I need to show y'all tonight, which is a little different from what I usually show on my platforms. But I still want to show it to y'all. I gotta find it first. But I'll come back. I'll come back. I'll come back because I need to find everything. I need to find everything. Okay, so we done with the part 2 of fake paternity. Now we finna get into something else, y'all. I want to show y'all some pictures. Do y'all know who these people is? Do y'all know who that is? Do anybody out there know who this famous celebrity couple is? Baby, you know who that is?
The celebrities?
Mm-hmm.
Both of them?
Mm-hmm. Do you know who they are?
Mm-mm.
Or are you lying?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so that's Lil Wayne baby mama, Toya.
I know that.
So why would you say that you knew who they was then?
I don't know.
That you didn't know who they was?
That's not Lil Wayne.
If you knew that was his baby mama, you could have said to me that's Lil Wayne.
I know her.
Anyways, that's Lil Wayne, baby
he?
mama Toya, and then this is her husband. Okay, they got a little baby together.
And who is he?
It's her husband.
You said they was.
It don't mean he famous now because he was.
Damn it.
Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to get loud like that. Okay, so this is them as a little happy family. They all got the Atlanta Falcons jerseys on and everything. I don't know how long they've been married. A couple years, maybe. A year or two. I'll say a year or two. But here them, here they go again. They wedding pictures. Everything just seems so beautiful. But when I tell y'all her husband went on live, and when I tell y'all this was like some of the realest shit ever, explicit language, and also allegedly. But what he did was so real. Oh my gosh. But I'm finna show y'all.
Okay.
That he tagged. He tagged.
Great morning. Me, I'm not. Your boy's still tired. Yep, still tired. Y'all, I ain't been getting no sleep. No. The 5-year-old got me messed up. And I think she doing it on purpose. And I think the other grown one think she in on it too. Y'all, I'm catching hell every single night. Rain have to put her feet on my neck, my chest, or in my face. Like, I do not get it. I push her over, I turn her body. 5 minutes later, she's back up under me, feet. Like, why are your feet up by my head? Like, I do not get it. And then the grown one, she want to put her feet, she want to sleep sideways and put her feet on me. I'm not going to front at first, the first couple of years and stuff. Like, it was cool. One thing about it, she take care of her feet, so her feet, the bottom of her feet smooth as hell. Like, she got good feet. They feel good. I used to like when she, put her feet in the little cuddle. That used to be cool. I guess you say you get comfortable, you get married, all that. Well, fine, I'm comfortable. Because that's pissing me off now. That's pissing me off. And I think, like, her and Rain, like, they don't care. They just give me a little spot. A little, like, I'm straight. The whole night, I don't have no room. We have a king size bed. Like, I push them all. I don't get it. I ain't really the type, like, to be going sleeping in other rooms and stuff like that. But guess what? Your boy out. I'm gonna post a picture. And yeah, Rain 5, she's still sleeping in the bed with us. Yeah, it's our fault. Because it took me probably until this year for me wanting her to get out. Mama be like, you need to get out. But that's my baby. I love cuddling with her at night, And I don't know.
Love and relationships night. I told y'all I have something good for y'all tonight.
That ain't no good.
It is good.
Man, the remedy is send her ass to her own goddamn bedroom and it's over with.
Okay, but This young 5-year-old little girl has been sleeping in their bed since day one. It's not gonna be that easy. It's gonna get to the point, yeah, she'll fall asleep in her bed, but when everybody else fall asleep, she gonna get up and come right on in there and get in the middle of the bed. You don't even know that she there.
And she ain't gonna know I put
One of our kids did that before.
And she ain't gonna know I put her back in the room.
Now, let me tell y'all, ever since day one, we have always said our kids was gonna sleep in their own beds. Always have said that. I've heard too many stories from too many different moms that has said, do not let your kids sleep in bed with you. So after the bassinet, they went straight to their cribs. I mean, we was in there checking on them every 5-10 minutes, but we made sure that they was okay and they was fine. But our problem was when they got sick. When they got sick, we would let them come sleep in the bed with us. And that would be like, what, a 2-week period? About 2 weeks?
Maybe a week.
Okay, maybe a week. I say 2 weeks. He say a week. And it would be hard for them to go back to their regular beds. They would still come, and one of them, I can't remember which one it was. It probably both of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they still would come and sneak back in.
Both of them.
And then Poolie would work right on up and take them right on back in their room. Or I wake up and wake up Poolie and take them back in their room.
Yeah, because both of them was.
And we got a king size bed too.
They was some of them feet kids.
That's what it was.
They turn upside down somehow and mess up your cover. I can't even pull the cover over my head. You in the bed? Get out of here.
Yeah, because when they get in the bed with you, they want to make sure they're comfortable when they first get in there. You know what I'm saying? They want to make sure that the cover is up on them and everything, that they ain't being smothered and all that crap.
No, not Kirsten.
Kirsten, she like,
Kirsten
yeah,
gonna slide right on in with you.
She is.
You ain't even gonna know she got in.
She is.
Until
but
you
we
feel
nipped
her
that in
up
the
on
bud.
your back.
But we nipped it in the bud. And that's the advice that I give to Toya and her husband.
Send her to our room.
Yes. And when Toya was trying to tell him, you should have took heed of what she was saying. You know what I'm saying? Take heed. She know what she's talking about. So
she thought it was cute.
She thought it was cute too? Yeah. She probably told all her friends, girl, right? Still sleeping in the bed with us. Daddy love her.
She got her feet on him too.
Yeah, she do.
They both sideways. They ain't now one of them facing him. They both got
pushing him out the bed. So I and he don't do this, y'all.
I wouldn't get no sleep either, but they wouldn't either.
But he don't do this. He don't
I
go
would mess
live
with
like that either. So this must really be bothering him.
He ain't getting no sleep. I'm tired.
There you go.
Right now. I was dozing off before the show.
There you go. Poolie has said it.
I'm going to sleep. No kids in the bed.
All right. Well, let's get started. I see we got all y'all in the building. Oh, let's get to some comments first. We are about to get started with our Reginald Clay Jr. story. Y'all, I do not want y'all to miss this. This is really, it's messing things up. It's messing things up in the world. Okay. All right, y'all. It's a night nickel. They better go to bed. He finna start sleeping in another room. That's what he gonna end up doing. If he don't get that little girl out that bed, he gonna go sleep in another room. And you definitely don't want to do that.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you don't want to do that at all. You definitely want to always sleep together in the same room. Now, if you got people that deal with snoring, stuff like that, then do you think that's okay? If they just snore
I'm going to another room. Shit, I already know. Ain't nothing I can do about that shit.
Ain't nothing you can do about it. So snoring, you know, you may have to.
One of them mouthpieces you can put in your mouth to stop you from snoring.
You might have to go to another room. You got to deal with snoring. But let's get into Reginald Clay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Reginald was shot by a police officer. Things is out of control. This happened in Chicago. This happened 3 weeks ago in Chicago, but the body cam footage came out yesterday. And Chicago is mad.
Play it.
And we finna break it all the way down. Here we go.
Tonight to this police body cam video that was released today. It shows last month's deadly police shooting of 24-year-old Reginald Clay after a brief foot chase with Chicago police on the west side. Family members tonight want to know why he was being targeted in the first place. NBC5's Everard Kasmi joining us now live with much more. Everard?
Allison, there was an incredibly emotional protest here earlier today. The family of Reginald Clay Jr., or Lil Red as he's known, came from as far away as Elgin and Schaumburg to be a part of this because they believe that he should be alive today.
There was no reason to pursue a foot chase at all. He was standing alone by himself.
These are the shoes 24-year-old Reginald Clay Jr. was wearing when he was killed by police. His parents, family, and friends are protesting his death after video of Chicago police shooting him dead was released.
I can't even wrap my mind around this. Seeing my son take his last breath. This was a reckless act on the police behalf.
The body cam video from the April 15th incident shows Clay Jr. taking off running when police approached. He's chased by officers.
He panicked. Yes, he did. He panicked. He feared for his life.
Eventually, he runs into a gangway with no way out. He's seen pulling a gun out of his pants and is shot and killed by the officer.
Framed him having a gun, but it was pointed down. It wasn't even up. He wasn't pointing at nobody because he was. If you pay attention to the video, he was taking it and laying it down. He was trying to surrender. And they shot him.
Together, they marched in front of police headquarters, even taking over the streets at 35th and Michigan, blocking traffic. A lawsuit has been filed against CPD accusing the officer of violating the department's foot policy and excessive force. The family is crying out for justice.
Show the whole video, please. The whole video where my baby put that gun down and he surrendered. He was the gun down, they still shot him.
Chicago police tell us that they were in the area for a gang de-escalation mission and that they're fully cooperating with the COPA investigation. That is going to take a look at the initial interaction, going to take a look at the foot chase, as well as the use of deadly force. Right now, the officers involved are on routine administrative duty. At CPD head.
All right. So this is what's going on in Chicago right now, as we're speaking right now.
Man, come on with it. I want to go straight to the comments, man. What y'all got to say about this?
Hold on, before we go to this comments.
I don't know, man.
Let's go to the second video. Here we go.
Right. Body camera footage of a deadly police shooting in Lawndale last month. And the video still leaves some questions unanswered.
Nate Rogers is at the live desk tonight with reaction to the video. Nate?
Yeah, that's right. I'm Don and Corey. Reginald Clay Jr. was shot and killed by police during a pursuit that lasted about 14 seconds. Now, body camera video shows Clay with a gun near his waist. His family says he has a valid FOID card, but not a concealed carry permit.
Still shot. They still shot when they put the gun down. They still shot.
Outrage outside CPD headquarters. Reginald Clay Jr.'s loved ones pleading for justice.
We wouldn't even be talking about what happened in that alley. They never bothered him in the first place. Let's go to the root of where it started.
The officer seen here getting out of his patrol car and just 3 seconds later chasing Clay through this gangway and into a backyard. The officer right here raising his weapon as he turns the corner. Clay, who's now trapped in a space between two buildings, turns around and is seen with a gun near his waist. The officer fires. Clay drops to the ground. You can see his bloody hands raised after he places his gun on the porch. But let me ask you this, and be honest with me. Why did he run? Why do you believe he ran?
He was scared. He was terrified. We see on the news all the time. Police chase us. They kill us.
It happened April 14th in the 3800 block of Flournoy. Police initially said officers responded to the area on gang de-escalation detail. Clay and his friends were heading to a funeral.
He took off and ran. He didn't seem no threat to you. Why'd you chase him? When it's a foot chase law in effect right now.
COPA says the 24-year-old father was shot 5 times, including in the chest, arms, and shoulder. It comes nearly a year after Chicago police adopted a new foot pursuit policy where officers can no longer chase suspects simply because they run away. 13-year-old Adam Toledo and 22-year-old Anthony Alvarez were killed by police in similar incidents.
He was taking it and laying it down. He was trying to surrender. And they shot him.
Now, much of the audio in the clips from Copa was muted, so it's really unclear at what point Clay was shot. The officers involved were uninjured and remain on administrative desk duty as the investigation continues. Now, at the family's request, we have placed video of this incident in its entirety on our website at fox32chicago.com. In the studio.
All right, y'all. So before we get started, we say our commentary. I want to make sure that I make this clear because I do not know if I have this clip or not. I possibly do because we still got a couple more clips on this. But on one of the clips I saw, there was a white man. I don't know what his title was, but it was a white man, and he was saying that if a person comes up against a police officer and they just literally just put their hands on the gun and get ready to pull it out, the officers has the right to shoot because they are in fear of their life because they don't know if you're about to actually shoot them. That's what the white man said.
I'm shooting.
What did you talking about?
Reach for it. I don't know if you're going to shoot first or not. If I know you got a gun, what?
Are you talking about the police officer or are you talking about the little boy? Well, the man. He was a man.
It don't matter. It does not matter. Not even in that situation. I don't give a damn what situation it is. If you come into a situation, you carry your gun. We just gonna say everybody carries their gun, right? You run into a situation where you see somebody coming towards you and they go to reach it in their waistband and you see a gun. They reaching for the gun.
They
but
see
are
this.
they about to shoot me? I don't know. But guess what?
Know.
I'm not finna find out. And normal shots go 1, 2, 3.
I didn't think you were gonna say that. Was it the second clip that did it for you when they slowed it down? But it looks like he still. It looks like he was taking it out and was gonna sit it on the.
I wanted to see him put it on the ground. That's what I wanted to see. But he looked like he tried to put it on the porch.
On the porch.
Sorta. Don't know. But he was shot already as he was reaching. When he felt that pop, his hand let go of that gun, and that's when
it fell on the thing.
But
when he reached and pulled it out,
they were shooting.
And he just didn't have enough time to put it on for them to realize that he's trying to put it on the porch or on the ground.
I would have just gave myself.
Or if he was finna shoot them, we don't know.
I would have just laid down on the ground.
That's what he should have done. If he had no intentions on shooting these officers at all, because y'all had to understand. Hold on. Y'all got to understand. It was 14 seconds. Looked a little bit longer on the video that I just showed. But they specifically said it was 14 seconds. In 14 seconds, they took off and chased him. He got to a point where, oh my gosh, I can't go nowhere else. I got to turn around and go back towards them.
But you got to think.
Why he didn't have his hands up then?
I'm sorry. In a circumstance like that, you know how long 13 seconds is?
It was 14.
14 seconds. You know how long that is?
Regardless.
That's a long time. I want to see you take off running right now.
And we're not trying to justify. At least I'm not trying to justify for what they have done. I don't know if you are, but I'm not trying to justify it because I don't think nobody should kill nobody. You know? But when he took off running and he noticed and he knew they was following him and he knew he couldn't go no further, he got to turn around and come back. He should have turned around and came back with his hands up.
Well, he should have threw that pistol over there in that corner where he was at.
Or even if he didn't do that, put your hands up. Do you got a pistol? Yes, I do. Do all that you can so that they don't shoot your ass. That's all I'm saying. Do all you can so your mama and daddy ain't on here doing what they doing right now. Which is sad. This is heartbreaking. Like y'all was all y'all out there
I was thinking
going to a funeral.
I was thinking he got shot in the back.
He did get shot in the back too. They shot him multiple times.
No.
Now that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
And then put the handcuffs on him. Unnecessary. But still, besides all that, all y'all out there getting ready to go to the funeral, and all these officers did was just walk up to you. Now we don't know if they said anything. We don't know if they said, "Get your ass over here. We finna arrest you." We don't know if they said that. All we know is they start walking over there, and he took off running. Do we see that a lot in our Black community? Yes. Do they all die? No. No, they don't. Are they running for a reason? Yes. They are not sitting there just nothing on them. They got their ID and they just find no warrants on nothing. And then they decide to run. No, not in our Black communities. If they running, 9 times out of 10, there's 2 reasons. They scared or they got some shit on them. How about that? Those are 2 reasons why in our Black communities, they run from the police. Because they scared or they got something on them. And there's more of them that got something on them than scared. Would you agree with me with that?
I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go to the last couple clips. And y'all, I trust and believe my heart goes out to this family. I am not justifying this whole situation. Chicago need to get stuff under control. Because this did not have to happen. They had what was it? No foot, no chase.
Yeah, whatever that is. You know, we have
no foot chase.
We have it here where it's no, you know, you can't chase in the drive. So somebody speed off.
Are you talking about riding in the car?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the foot chase.
Mm-hmm.
And they just passed the law or they're dealing with it in the law or whatever. They ain't supposed to be doing it apparently. But in cases like if somebody was shooting somebody and they know that that's the person that shot them and they take off running, yes, they can go chase them. But we ain't seen nothing that done went on with this little boy for them to go ahead and chase him like this.
That's what we need to get to at this point. I mean, what happened?
It don't look like nothing happened.
No, I'm saying
they were just walking up.
Happened, but I'm talking about as far as why they were walking up. We don't know why they were walking up. They may have had a warrant for his arrest. You know what I'm saying? They, you know what I'm saying, may have got a call and gave his description. You see what I'm saying? So they may have had a reason to go over there, and he knew that he was that suspect.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know exactly what actually happened in that situation as far as why did the police come up there? Oh, they chased him because he ran.
Yeah.
When you run, you look guilty.
Exactly.
Whether you're guilty or not, you look guilty.
I agree. Carmen said he was trying to get away, but he was trapped. Yeah, Carmen, that is the truth. Yes. But that's the problem. That's the resolution we need to figure out with these folks, with these kids. Why are they getting these things? But he's an adult. But the Ford card was an issue. That was his family kept saying, but he has a Ford card. But he didn't have a concealed to carry or carry to conceal, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
A permit to carry it. So I looked up what is Ford card. This is something that's in Chicago. Okay. So it says, and let me see if I can bring it up so that y'all can see it too. Hopefully my screen don't mess up and start acting crazy. Let's see. Like we're on a good path right now. We're on a good path. Okay, there you go. So it says a FOID, F-O-I-D, FOID card in Illinois to legally possess firearms or ammunition.
Oh, he just got an ID saying that that's his gun.
Illinois residents must have a firearm owner's identification card, which is issued by the Illinois State Police to any qualified applicant. So I went a little bit further. It says, what are the requirements to get a FOID card in Illinois? To be eligible for this FOID card job, a person must be 21 years of age, he was 24, or have a parent or guardian sponsor who is eligible for a FOID card. An applicant must not be prohibited from possessing firearms in accordance with state or federal law. This requires the applicant is or has not been convicted of a felony. Okay? The next one says, can you shoot a gun in Illinois without a FOID card? How much do a FOID card cost? Can you carry a gun in your car with a FOID card? Under unlawful use of weapons in the criminal code, persons who have been issued a valid FOID card may transport a firearm anywhere in their vehicle or on their person as long as the firearm is unloaded and enclosed in a case, firearm carrying box, shipping box, or other container. So he had the right to have this gun on him.
But he did not
They didn't have the right to shoot him.
But he did not have the right to have that gun on him.
Why not?
Because it was not in a box. It was not unloaded.
It was not unloaded. But they didn't even check to see.
He was not transporting it.
Okay. Okay.
Transporting mean I'm going from here to over there. I put it in the glove box. Now I'm going in the house. I need to have it in another box. All I'm doing is transporting it. I'm carrying a gun. I have a gun. It's not saying that you can actually carry a gun.
Okay. So the last question is, can I carry a handgun in Illinois without a permit? Now, we already know he don't have a permit, right? All he got is the FOID card that his family keep hollering out. It says in 2013, Illinois adopted the Firearm Concealed Carry Act 1, allowing individuals who obtain a valid license to carry concealed handguns in public. A license is not needed to carry a concealed handgun on a person's own property, including his or her home or fixed place of business. Well,
so if he was at home, he was good.
But he took off running, so he was not at home.
But he was still good. He was at home. But when he took off running, wherever he ended up at, no, he's no longer at home.
Okay. Is y'all listening to this? Yeah, y'all listening to this. Mama Peach said, hey, everyone. Mama Peach is watching. Carmen said, what good is an unloaded gun going to do? I agree. She's right. Why would you carry a gun that's unloaded? Because you're carrying it to pistol whoop somebody? What is you carrying it for?
You're transporting it.
Carmen?
You're not carrying it.
He's right. Hey, BG boo. Hey, girl. We talking about the Reginald Clay Jr. story. Okay. Now we finna get into this last one. I think, did we ever play? No, we went straight to reading. So we got two more. Here we go.
Police are investigating after officers shoot and kill a man during an altercation that happened earlier today. This was right around 10 o'clock earlier this morning on the 3800 block of West Flournoy. NBC5's Karen Aguilar has been following this story for since it happened. She joins us now from the Control Center live with details on what led up to this. Karen?
And Rob, the family identified the man who was shot as 24-year-old Reginald Clay Jr. He leaves behind a 3-year-old daughter and a family searching for answers.
A little numb right now, I just I'm a little confused right now.
Reginald Clay, the father of Reginald Clay Jr., is in shock after police say an officer shot his son near West Flournoy Street and South Independence Boulevard in Garfield Park. He was rushed to the hospital where he later died. Police say the mission was to de-escalate gang conflict on that block.
It wasn't that the specific group was targeted. Like I stated before, the officers were on that block as a result of a de-escalation mission, as a result of a homicide that occurred of a gang member.
And how you gonna de-escalate? They was on their way to a funeral.
Police say it happened Saturday around 10 a.m.
As they approached and attempted to engage these individuals in a conversation, one of these individuals that was observed leaning into a car looked in the officer's direction, grabbing his waistband, and he fled the scene.
Donatello Taylor says he was with Clay Jr. at the time.
They had jumped out of the car. My brother was on the car. He was talking to one of my homies that was on the car. He backed up. He was walking away. So, because I guess he was nervous or something, he walked away and then he ran.
Police say after Clay Jr. ran, he turned towards officers with a weapon and was shot.
So I just went crazy. I heard the gunshots. I seen it was him. It was crazy.
I gotta prepare a funeral. I gotta bury my son. Who wanna do that?
The family tells me the son had a FOID card, but police haven't commented on that. COPA is also investigating the circumstances surrounding this incident, and the officer who fired the shots is on routine administrative duties. Karen Aguilar, NBC 5 News.
They always still getting paid. But, y'all, I'm sorry. Even though he shouldn't have ran, this is something that we have all grown up seeing. I don't care if the police come and it's like 200 people and everybody out there doing something they weren't supposed to be doing. They're going to take off running. But that don't mean you die. He could have shot him in the leg. He couldn't go nowhere. He didn't have to shoot him. Really. But he just had to take that chance. He was taking a risk. If this man actually, what if he don't put it on the porch? Because like Pooley said, it seemed like by the time he was shot, all he could do is just let it go. Just let it go. And it fell right on the porch. That's what it looked like to us. Do I feel like, I don't know this boy. The police could have had issues with him in the past. We don't know. I don't know what his history is. So I can't sit here and say, y'all, he wasn't going to shoot that officer. I can't say that. But I feel like the officers could have did it in a whole nother way. That's just how I feel. Try not just to shoot to kill people. Try not to. They supposed to be trained. They are trained. Shoot every single day or every other day or twice a month or whatever.
They are trained. They don't miss. You don't understand? They are trained. Yes, they are.
He said they are wrong. Nothing more, nothing less. Trayvon Martin should have ran either. Yeah. You're right. I don't think that nobody should run. That's how I feel. Nobody should run. But when you're scared and you're in fear, you're going to run. You're going to try to get away. If you got something on you and you don't want to go to prison or jail, that's just something that people do. They take off running. They don't want to face the fact that I could go to prison or I could go to jail and I could be away from my babies or from my parents. Oh, now I'm going to disappoint everybody. How I'm going to get out. But it's a possibility if I take off running, or it's a possibility if I put my foot to the metal, I can get away. So let me go ahead and take this risk.
That's what it is. It's a risk.
I'm not trying to come down on him or nothing like that. All I'm trying to get y'all to see is this boy just took a risk that we've been seeing going on forever. When is that gonna stop?
Now the thing is, the stuff that been going on forever, we hadn't been having pistols. We would run and you would shoot us unarmed.
Unarmed, yeah.
You happen to have an armed one right there. And if he was armed in the right way, he wouldn't have ran. because as far as I know, because ain't nobody said nothing about it.
All we can do is
They
go by
didn't.
what they saying.
They have not found any drugs or nothing on him.
They didn't say that.
All they got is this gun. That's all we talking about right now.
Yeah, and got it on the body cam
So
footage
if
that
you
he
chasing
pulled it out.
him, this is the reason why he ran. But again, like the investigators said that they were investigating a murder that happened in the area.
Yeah. But, and Carmen, you're right. They do shoot them with their arms up. Whether they got it
Yeah.
up or down, they gonna start shooting.
But they don't miss. How many times you heard somebody getting hit by a stray police bullet?
Well, let's get into this last clip. After this last clip, we're going to go into a commercial break. And then we're going to head back into our love and relationships and end it with that with a man that was shot 5 times. It is love and relationships, though.
See?
It is love.
See?
No, it's
See?
love and relationships,
See?
Poolie.
See?
Goodness. It's love and relationships.
See?
Here go the last one. Chicago, this was the state of emergency.
Go back to the comments real quick.
This was
I
the
want
state
to
of
see if
emergency.
anybody answered that first question
They
when it
did.
first came on.
I already was looking. They
Go-
didn't.
Go check it again. I
We'll
wanna
check
see
it while we.
I want to check it. Let me see.
Oh my goodness, y'all. I asked anybody in the building. Didn't nobody answer. Anybody want what did I say? Why you was acting like he was acting. I don't know. Anyways, it's not up there, fool. He looking hard. He ready to give away some
You ain't
cash.
scroll either.
He ready to give away some kiss ash. Here go the last Reginald.
Don't
clip,
nobody
y'all.
know. They don't know.
Just before that brawl broke out, Nate was covering our other big news story tonight, a deadly officer-involved shooting on the west side. Here's Nate's report on that.
No, it's a lie because if he turned around and pointed a gun, how did he get shot in the back? In the back. Period.
Be for real.
Make it make sense.
Loved ones furious, stunned, hurt, overwhelmed with pain.
We need an ambulance over here in the rear alley of the 3800 block of Flournoy.
Around 10 a.m., Reginald Clay Jr. and friends gathering here along West Flournoy ahead of a funeral for another peer shot and killed last week.
One of these individuals was seen leaning into a vehicle. Officers exited their vehicle and approached.
Police say Clay ran from the street into this gangway, an officer now chasing him.
Officers then began their pursuit of that individual, and at the same time, that individual turned towards the officer, brandished the handgun, and the officer discharged their weapon.
He ran through the gangway. After he got deeper into the gangway, I couldn't see him. I heard gunshots. I ran over there. I tried to go through the gangway. The officer upped the gun on me. I bagged up, ran around through the alley.
The officer hit. We need an ambulance for the offender.
Family members say the 24-year-old was shot multiple times in his back. A pool of blood could be seen in the back of this home where Clay collapsed.
I seen my friend laying on the ground, they handcuffed him.
The area was taped off for 7 hours. Police sources saying body camera footage was recovered. As police spoke with witnesses and secured surveillance video, Reginald Clay Sr. said his son was working for Amazon and had a valid FOID card. Police say a weapon was recovered at the scene.
It's a slaughter, man. They slaughtered my son, man. That's what they did, and they know they did, man. They slaughtered my boy, man.
Nate Rogers, Fox 32, Chicago.
He hurt.
In hindsight, bro, yes, they did. They did. Because it really was not necessary. Again, like I said,
it wasn't.
I'm shooting on sight. I see it coming out. I'm giving it to you. I don't know what's coming next. You know, you chasing somebody, they're running. 9 times out of 10, they scared.
Yeah.
So if they have a weapon on them, it's a possibility. But everybody's not a shooter. Everybody's not going to turn around and shoot. He ran for a reason. He was trying to get away. He didn't want to get caught with it.
Exactly.
When he got caught with it, that's what it was. He got caught with it. But when what they call brandish, When he brandished his weapon, that was it.
That was it.
I mean, because I work in an environment where anything like that can happen. And if I see that happen, where I see you grabbing on it and it look like it's coming out, I'm not asking no questions. I'm not looking to see if you just here for him. You getting it now, bro. Because I don't know if it's meant for me too. You don't know. And these are officers that deal with this daily.
Exactly.
So I can't sit up here and say he targeted him. But at the same time, we're going to go back into where he took off running. Like, what was the purpose of
you running?
What you haven't? Well, what was the purpose of him running? We know he was running because
He was scared.
He was scared. He had this gun on him. Now, could he have been involved with what happened? What they was investigating?
I mean,
Possible.
regardless of all
Because
of
they
that,
were talking about gang stuff.
regardless of all that, we need to, as parents, whatever the issue is that causes these kids to be in situations like this where they got to take off running from the police.
That part.
That's what needs to be corrected. Like, what is your child getting into? That he literally has to be scared to run away from the police, that he got to take off running from the police. We all scared of police, but we ain't finna run from the police, y'all. I'm just saying. If we driving down the street,
like it was more people standing up there. They
was all going to a funeral. It was a bunch of them.
But it don't look like they was bothering none of them.
All of them didn't take off running.
That's what I'm saying. Don't look like none of them took off running. And being that it's that many of them, yes, they going to a funeral, and then this one ups and take off running. Oh, whatever we was looking for look like he know what it is.
Are we making sense to y'all? Or are we sounding like mean people? I mean, I'm just trying to understand. I'm not going to run from the police. If I have my gun with me, I'm not going to run from the police. I'm going to run from the police, even though I'm already scared. I'm scared when I ain't got nothing in the car with me and the police pull me over. I'm shaking, trembling. You would think I had some dope in my car and don't have nothing. And just that afraid of the police. I don't know. No, he said we being mean people. We is not being mean people.
No, she's not saying that. She's just saying mean people do stuff like that.
Is that what you're saying, or are you saying we are mean people? Because that was my question. Are we being mean people? Do y'all feel that way? I have so much sympathy for this family right now. Because no one deserves to lose a child at all, especially to gun violence. I have friends that have lost their kids to gun violence. So trust and believe, I'm not like pushing that under the rug. What I'm trying to do is let y'all know that there has to be other resolutions. We can't just keep talking about police and did this, police and did this, police and did this, and we ain't coming up with no type of resolution. As far as with your kids. We tried resolutions with the police. Shit, that ain't working. It ain't working. So let's try a resolution with your own kids. Some way, somehow. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Carmen said, I don't think y'all are being mean. We just have a different set of opinions. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. And to what is it? Double X Truly the X. I don't know if this your first time here or not. Because this is my first time. They look new to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they look new to me too. Welcome. Welcome, Peach Tea Time. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Please make sure you continue to come back. All right, y'all. Now we're finna go ahead and get into our commercial break. After the commercial break, we're gonna talk about this love and relationships. Where this man got shot 5 times. Here we go. This for you, Carmen girl.
Yeah. had dreams of being rich, dreams of being famous. Get up out the crib, tell my mama that I made it. I just wanna ride up in the Benz with a fine bitch, knowing that she's sticking by my side like a glue stick. I've been thinking about my life at night, looking up to the ceiling, to the sky, hoping that God can extend my time. It's a long road, I can't see the finish line. I'm in first gear, so I gotta go. Don't wanna stall, so I let up slow. Tryna find my heart, tryna find my home. Everyone around, but I feel alone. It's so hot outside, but I still feel cold. You had to run, but then you had to let me go. Can't see my pain, but you can feel it in my soul. Playing these notes, hoping it resonate my soul. Yeah. I got voices in my head like I was Randy Orton. I can't stop hearing these words, they screaming out loud. Pour up a cup and drink away so I could drown it out. I feel it all up in my soul. It's a long road and I'm breaking down. Feel like there's shackles on my ankle. I can't move around, they keep weighing me down. I was fucking different people just to feel something. I was trying to feel the vibe and find some real love. I just kept wasting my time cause I ain't find none. Energy gone, don't feel it like I'm in first gear, so I gotta go. Don't wanna stall, so I let up slow. Tryna find my heart, tryna find my home. Everyone around, but I feel alone. It's so hot outside, but I still feel cold. You had to run, but then you had to let me go. Can't see my pain, but you can feel it in my soul. Playing these notes, hoping it resonate my soul. Yeah. I got the signer on me, but I'm feeling alone. Everybody wanna try me, but nobody buy. They push me right to the side and pick the thing behind me. I typed it up in Google, but I can't find it. Looking for the answers, why I got this pain in my chest. Stupid movies have me feeling like I would be the best. Disney movies had you feeling like you would have friends. I look around and I see no one. I had a smile up on my face cause I went on. Y'all chew me up and spit me out like I was gone. Would you even care if I just gave up? No. Mm-hmm.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Demissus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Hey Poolie. Mwah. Okay, now we got that out the way. I hope y'all enjoying the show. Y'all enjoying the show? I hope so. I'm enjoying the show. Poolie enjoying the show. I'm sure he is. So make sure y'all continue to tune in each and every Friday. 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time, okay? Make sure y'all tune in. And also, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on my Facebook pages. And also, make sure you watch us on Twitch, baby. And Roku TV. It's so important. Roku TV, okay? Make sure you share this video just as well. Share the video. We out of here. Make sure y'all continue to watch this show. Okay? Bye.
Incredible story of love and survival. A husband is shot 5 times while protecting his wife.
She was being robbed when he rushed in to help her. It happened earlier this month. Tonight, they're sharing their story with NBC5's V Win. V?
Allison and Stephen, the victim, says he is speaking tonight for the first time to bring attention to what's happening in our city, especially with crime. He was just waiting up for his wife that night when the unthinkable happened right in front of their home. Ray Campbell is giving all the glory to God, knowing it is a miracle he survived.
You know, I know that God was definitely on my side with this one because it could have very well ended tragically.
The 35-year-old was shot multiple times while trying to protect his wife right in front of their Hyde Park home nearly 2 weeks ago.
Me being the man and the provider, you know, you got to make sure that your wife is safe. So that's all I was trying to do.
Campbell says his wife was heading home from a night out with friends. She had just parked her car and was crossing the street. When he says a car pulled up, 2 guys jumped out near 52nd and University Avenue.
And when I got on the front porch, she had her hands raised with a gun pointing to her forehead and then screaming, "I don't have anything."
Campbell says he ran over to save his wife, the mother of his 2 children. The 2 had been together since high school.
First bullet hit me, I fell, and I kind of got back up and like, at least I got to get to my wife and make sure she's okay. So I got back up, and I guess they thought they weren't done since I'm getting back up and shot 4 more times.
Campbell spent days in the hospital recovering. The bullets hit his stomach, arm, and leg. His right arm now shattered. His kidney and spleen also gone. A GoFundMe page for him has raised more than $15,000.
Something that could have very well happened to anyone, not just me.
While police continue the search for the suspects, Campbell says he would take another bullet for his wife.
I'm not looking for any vigilante justice. I'm just thankful that I was able to protect my wife from being hurt.
Now, Campbell says the suspects, believed to be teenagers, got away with his wife's cell phone and purse. They took off in a dark blue car. Police, however, were able to find his wife's cell phone over at 47th and Drexel. Meanwhile, Area 1 detectives are still investigating. Reporting live from Chicago Police Headquarters, V1 NBC 5 News.
Incredible story. So glad they're both okay. Thank you, V.
Wow.
See, double X, truly, whatever your name is. This is stuff that I'm talking about. Take care of these kids. Take care of these kids. Why? They literally shot this man 4 times. 5 times.
For a cell phone.
5 times for a cell phone. Teenagers. You was literally about to kill. You was willing to kill this man because you shot him 4 times. You was willing to kill him as a teenager. You got your whole life ahead of you. You just acting stupid and crazy right now. You just don't know that your whole life gonna change. You gonna become an adult. You gonna take care of your family. You ain't gonna have time for BS. You don't even know all that's going to happen. But you gonna take that risk and literally kill somebody to go to prison for the rest of your life. Baby, where are we failing as parents? That your child do not understand that if I shoot and kill this person and take him away from his family, his kids, everybody for the rest of his life for a doggone cell phone, and I get caught, I'm going for the rest of my life. Mm-mm. You can't tell me that don't start within the home, baby. And that's for anybody that's watching. You can't tell me that don't start within the home. Just having somebody to love you that much. Pooley, there goes the relationship part of the program. I told you.
Hey, and it went just like this.
Chew them up there, baby. Chew them up there. But yeah, I'm telling y'all. Here go another one. This is our last 2 clips for the night. You know, I said, you know what? Let's just go ahead and end it with a shebang. We got all this mess going on. Let's just end it with a shebang.
And we didn't even touch on that.
On what?
The story.
Yes, we did. We just touched on it.
Exactly my point.
Now,
see how she fucking do?
let me tell y'all, I'm so dedicated and passionate when it comes to this crime.
Let's see the last clip.
And what's going on with this crime. No, let's go back and let's talk about love and relationship. Let's talk about it.
We gotta go to the last clip.
We're gonna go, but let's talk about it. This last clip ain't love and relationship. That's what you're talking about. It's love and relationship with kids. Talk about these kids. It's always love when it comes to the kids. That's the problem. They ain't getting enough love.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, love and relationships. He literally jumped in and protected his wife. He said, I take these 5 shots, and then turned around and said, baby, I'll take another one. It might take me on up out of here, but it's okay. I'll take one more just to make sure you okay and you safe in this world. I think that is just beautiful.
It is very commendable.
It is.
Very commendable.
It is.
I mean, anybody that's in a marriage should jump in front of a bullet.
I didn't tell him to
for
say
their
that.
spouse. But You would jump in front of a bullet for other family.
Yeah, definitely. Your mom, your dad, your kids.
It's just something that's in you. If it's in you, it's in you.
Mm-hmm. I think being where you work, and all the traffic that you get that comes in and out of there. I think that if you was doing what you do, if you was cutting a child's hair, and that's not even your child, but you cutting his hair, I can see you jumping in front of a bullet for that child. Whether you know them or not. All you know is I cut their hair. But just because of the man that you are and the way you was raised, you know what I'm saying, the values that you have, you would definitely do that.
True. I mean, I would probably do it for any of my clients.
I got a good one, y'all. I got a good one, yes. And I would do it for the kids. I would jump out in front of the kids. I sure would. I wouldn't take no kid to shield myself. Do that. So I would definitely try to save the kids. So, hey. I just gotta, I don't know. Okay. I just had to make sure I told Foolie that. I tell y'all if y'all didn't hear it, I'll tell y'all another day. But this is our last story, y'all. This is our last story. Baby, is there anything else you want to say about love and relationships before we go into this next clip?
Nah,
anything?
There's nothing else.
Anything? What if there's
raise your kids with love. I don't give a damn where you at. You in the hood, raise them with love.
Yes. We're not ending the show, but what if there is a man?
You just told me to talk about love and relationship.
Oh, in the
anything else to say?
Listen, hold on.
I just said it.
What if there's a man out there watching right now that's looking at us like we crazy and saying, "Shit, I ain't finna jump out in front of no bullet for her," but he living with her.
That's on
he
him.
living with her.
That's on him.
That's on him.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, most folks would just call that cowardly.
I say you gotta say something. You just can't make it seem like it's cool. Feel that way.
It's not cool. We just discussed this. We said this was cool, so that's the opposite. What's the opposite of cool?
It ain't cool. See, I'm only trying to do. See, I ain't trying to do. All right, y'all. Let's get into the school bus. Okay.
I mean, say less.
That's what you're trying to say. But let's get into the school bus. This is trending. This is trending right now. So I hope y'all have seen it. No. Here we go.
It happened late Monday afternoon on a bus carrying students home from the Prince George's County Alternative Middle School. A 14-year-old boy, attacked by 3 others, rushed aboard at a stop. The attack happening here along Iverson Street. The bus pulling up, stopping. One girl gets off, but the 3 others jump on the bus and immediately pull out that gun.
This was an attempted murder. Plain and simple. Let's call it what it is.
Martin Diggs, head of the Bus Drivers Union, describes a ruthless attack.
Pulled the trigger 3 times, but for some reason, by the grace of God, the gun didn't go off, and bullets flew out of the gun.
Multiple sources confirming the bus's onboard video system recording the whole thing. A point-blank attempt to shoot the middle schooler in the head, and when the gun didn't fire after 3 tries, a physical beating before the attackers ran off.
We are outraged as a district, horrified that this incident did occur.
Oscar Coleman is Associate Superintendent of Prince George's Schools.
Our priority remains providing a safe and orderly environment for our students, that is during school and also to and from school.
The head of the Drivers Union wants more security and says the driver and aide thought they were going to be killed.
They're terrified. The one driver doesn't want to come back to work. They're terrified. They don't even want to come out of.
Yeah, these bus drivers said to hell with y'all and this little bit of dollars that y'all trying to pay me. I ain't coming back. I'm finna just sit here for a minute. Put me on leave of absence, whatever you put me on. Like, can you imagine?
Middle school.
They already deal with the fights on the bus. They've been dealing with the fights on the bus for many, many years.
Middle school.
But you done came on, you done walked your happy ass on the bus.
Middle school.
Middle school. And put this gun up to this baby head. Put it to his head. And the damn gun jammed 3 times. You could have killed it. So he decided to pistol whoop him then. That's what he decided to do. I pistol whoop him then.
Middle school.
Carmen said, all I can say is they some badass kids out there everywhere. Girl, you see how I did everywhere? Everywhere. That's what she mean. You see, all caps. I wouldn't be no teacher or bus driver these days. Baby, I ain't even finna be the food lady.
See,
I ain't cooking no kids, no food, no nothing.
You could be the bus driver.
I'm not finna be nothing.
But when you're the bus driver, you gotta have a tattoo on your face.
I'm not finna be no bus driver. I'm not finna be
a tattoo
nothing.
on your face. They're not trying you like that. You know, because you OG.
That don't mean that.
Okay.
Let's get into this second
seen
clip.
somebody try somebody with tattoos on their face? Come on, let's fight. No.
It's clip number 2.
Have released photos of 3 very young suspects who they say forced their way right into a school bus Monday to try and kill a middle schooler.
That gun jammed, though, police said, and then the boys ran. So tonight there's a lookout for those boys and a whole lot of fear. Scott Broom is in Oxon Hill, where this happened on Monday, to tell us more. Scott?
Well, a measure of the anxiety tonight behind us here. We have Prince George's County Police at this intersection here to protect kids as they get off school buses late this afternoon. The incident we're talking about happened Monday as a school bus pulled up here at Sutler Drive and Iverson Street, and that's when these 3 kids pushed their way on board with a pistol in hand. Tonight, Prince George's County Police here to protect kids as they get off the bus, as pictures of 3 juveniles were released by authorities. The boys boarding that school bus Monday and pushing past the bus driver and an aide on board. One juvenile carrying a semi-automatic pistol. According to police, the gunman put the gun to the chest of a middle schooler and repeatedly tried to shoot, but the gun was jammed. So the gunman used it to beat the victim, who survived with cuts and bruises. Police say the attackers then ran. This grandmother of middle schoolers said she lives in the neighborhood.
I'm just not understanding how these kids getting guns and stuff.
Do you fear for these children?
I fear for the kids and us as well. Because what if a adult would have stepped in and tried to stop it and the gun didn't jam?
Both the bus driver and the aide on board during the incident are so terrorized they've taken leave, according to fellow driver Martin Diggs, who's president of the union local representing drivers.
But they're afraid to come out of the house because the suspects that got on the bus, their faces were covered. So they don't know who these people are. This particular issue that happened on the school bus is one incident of many incidents.
Diggs said school employees are constantly threatened with injury because of an epidemic of fighting on buses and in schools. Diggs said the student who was targeted attended the non-traditional middle school program at Edgar Allan Poe School in Suitland. Diggs noted the school system has cameras in the majority of its bus fleet. It's too late.
Well, you can see how that was a traumatic situation for everybody, from the adults on the bus to the school to the middle schoolers. Just awful. By the way, Prince George's County schools issued a statement saying that administrators are horrified by the incident, but they are grateful that no lives were lost. They say they will not talk any further because an investigation is underway.
We ain't on mute. We ain't on mute.
That's a life sentence.
And I said in the head, it was in the chest. In the chest.
No, they said the head.
No, they said the chest.
Run the first clip back.
Oh, well, the first clip might have said head.
That's what I'm saying.
The second one said chest.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I had the families on the show, y'all. This is why I had the families on the show. So the families can clear up what the news have to say. Because the news don't tell them a lot. Like Reginald Clay Jr., Oh, trust and believe I'm gonna reach out to them. I don't know if they're gonna respond back, but I will be reaching out to them. I would love to have them on the show. I really would. But back to this clip with these kids. They just bum rush the bus. Let the kids on off. Y'all get on off. We got some business to take care of. Y'all good. And go on. No respect for the bus driver. They don't care if she's elder. They just disrespect her anyways. And then you got this gun. And like they said, what if she would have went to try to intervene and the bullet went off and killed her? As an adult, should she have intervened?
Yeah.
Regardless.
Them was kids that just jumped on that bus. At the same age as the ones that you carrying.
But they have a gun.
They didn't look large at all.
But they had a gun.
Yeah, they did.
It don't matter how
But
2-year-olds
how many
that
times
shot
did
and
it jam?
killed. A 2-year-old
Wait a
shot and
minute.
killed her mama,
Like
his
they
mama.
said, like they said, it jammed. At that point, you were supposed to put a beating on them.
Not let them
You
beat
said
the boy.
You done pulled it 3 times and it didn't go off. And y'all just let him either beat that boy or I was thinking that the bus driver done beat him and then they took off.
No.
No.
That's to use. That's what she's gonna say for that card that they are talking about in Chicago. That's to use for that card. That card is the Floyd card where maybe that's what she's saying. That's what you'd use for the Floyd card because he didn't say if he didn't have bullets in it. But no, you still gotta be transporting it.
If he didn't have bullets in it, he can transport it. Just like that. He's transporting it. There's no bullets in it.
Yeah, Carmen said either one would have killed him. Homeschooled and online because the staff is sitting daily. They can't bring no it's quitting. It's quitting daily. They can't bring no guns to school. So it probably eventually, BG, you might be right. They might go back to virtual. And guess what? We'll be virtual parents. We will be virtual parents. And we got a long ways to go.
But
We got a long ways to
that's
go.
only for the
Yeah.
for the areas that got these overfilled gang affiliated high schools, junior high schools.
Yeah. Not saying that boy was gang affiliated. We're not saying that. But, I don't know. But we've been in the show. We really hope y'all enjoyed it. Tomorrow, we will not have a show tomorrow. I'm going to play the little commercial for it at the end of the show because y'all know how I do. But we will not have a show tomorrow because tomorrow we will be celebrating our 2-year anniversary of Peachy Tea Time. I thank you all so much. Oh my gosh, I thank y'all for help supporting the show. All your likes, all your shares, all your subscriptions, everything. Roku TV, all that. Even just following me on IG just as well. Also on TikTok. Follow Poolie on TikTok. Poolie, tell them whatever your handle is for TikTok. Do you know? So they can follow you.
At Poolie Davis.
At Poolie Davis.
POOLIDAVIS.
Poolie is also trying to get his 1,000 subscribers so that he can go live. But when he go live, he will actually be showing people how to cut hair. So we want to get those numbers up. Oh, you ain't know? I ain't tell you that that's what you're going to be doing. Oh, my bad. Probably shouldn't have told him on air. I thought I told him. But Poolie, rewind. Poolie will be doing haircuts live on TikTok. So let's go ahead and try to get him to 1,000 subscribers. Y'all already know what I'm going to be covering on TikTok is crime in our Black community. So help me get to that 1,000 just as well. My handle is Peachy Tea Time. His is Poolie Davis, right? Poolie Davis. So make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to us. Follow us.
Go ahead.
Follow us. Follow us.
Check
All
it
right, y'all. Well, we out of here. You know what you got to do. You know you got to listen to my babies, okay? And be watching out. I will be going live tomorrow, okay? We will be going live tomorrow during the party. So I really hope y'all be paying attention because we coming through. We coming through. For people that cannot join us as far as physically, you will be joining us virtually. Not the whole show, though. Not the whole thing. All right. We out of here. I love you guys. Follow me on all platforms. Share this video. Subscribe, like, and comment. Bye.
Peachy Tea Time is for the culture. Tune in every Saturday for the Weekend Spot, where the misses show crime in our Black community and showcase independent artists. Special surprise guests for the hottest interviews. Tune in each and every Saturday. Check out the flyer for showtimes.
Thank you for watching.